Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
You are listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. Today, we have a wonderful guest, Gregg, CEO and founder of Wedo. Wedo help their clients to streamline their customer relationships. Indy, welcome to the Brilliance Business Show.
Hi, thank you, Mark. I'm pleased to be here.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you today, Indiana. Before I get started, I just need to make a legal disclaimer that Indiana is not offering legal advice or legal assistance. So let's get started with the show. Indy, can you share with our listeners a little bit about yourself and your business?
Sure. Well, I was born in the United States. I moved to Europe about almost 30 years ago. I've been in tech for 25 years. I started out at Sony Digital, and I've founded 5 companies. This is my 5th, Wedo. I've been involved in UX, UI design and branding design and coding and developing applications and websites, and had a long journey in my life, different careers, wearing different hats. I'm a mother of 3 dogs, 3 cats. And yeah, that's me.
Whereabouts in Europe are you now, Indy?
Well, the company's based in London, but we do have a satellite office in Spain. So I'm in Valencia today. We've got 5 people who work out of this office. The company is pretty international, very diverse, distributed and remote team. So I'm in Valencia.
Very nice.
It's cold here too, though, so it's not, you know.
Tell us a little bit about Wedo, Indy.
Sure. What Wedo is a end-to-end application. We're launching an iOS and Android and also the web. And basically, it's a banking application, but we operate similar to sites like Clubhouse or Zoom in that we do audio and video drop-in rooms. And so we enable a coach or a tutor or a small business to bring their clients on, communicate with them, take an instant in-stream payment live. And then we offer them a bank account and a debit card, and they can send invoices and receive payments and deploy that money anywhere they want in the world in 26 different currencies. So we're really an end-to-end online payments and processing and communication system for people who want to help other people.
And those kind of processes are really important in business. It's really important to get your invoicing and how you take payments, and having everything all in one place is really, really important, isn't it, Indy?
Well, it just streamlines your processes. And if you hire people or you have people working for you, it's good to be able to centralize all of that and see what's incoming and what's outflowing, and aggregate the people that you serve all in one place so that they have a really easy system, in order to pay you, for you to receive payments, for you to do your month-to-month accounting and planning. And we believe that all of that should be incorporated with your life. And Wedo basically enables people to be able to work from anywhere in the world, anytime, any place, and work with anybody. So, and we think that's, a really important part of the future of work.
Yes. And who are your clients, Indy? What clients do you serve?
Well, right now it's primarily coaches, trainers, business coaches, and, freelancers and small businesses, solopreneurs who are wanting to either grow their business and they don't necessarily have the budget or the access to pay for bigger applications that are quite pricey. And so what we've done is we remove that completely so that people don't have to pay for these services. And we only make money when they make money. So when they take a payment, we take a small payment transaction and we make money on the interchange. But we believe these tools should be accessible. In fact, we believe as a company that entrepreneurship should actually be a human right.
Yes, and it's a win-win for everybody. Do you recall a specific aha moment that led to the launch of your business?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, it's funny. When I was a kid, my dad used to say this thing like, well, whenever I'd ask for allowance money, you know how you do odd jobs. I used to mow the lawn and I'd walk the dog and I'd do these chores when I was a kid. And my dad used to say, when I tried to get him to give me more money, he'd say something like, if you want to beat the bank, you got to be the bank. And those words kind of stuck with me. And I was working, in the freelance and the gig economy. I was serving my own clients as a digital designer and a coder and building websites for people. And it occurred to me one day that the system is really rigged. It's really unfair. A lot of these websites are taking like 20%, some take 30% of what a freelancer earns. And I thought there's got to be a way around this, where you don't have to give up such a huge part of your income. And it's bad for society anyway, because it just inflates the prices of what people pay for services. And so I got to thinking about it. And one morning I woke up and I just jumped out of bed because I was trying to solve this problem. I thought, well, I could build a communications tool. I could do these invoicing things, but then how will we make money without charging? And then it occurred to me that if you want to beat the bank, you need to be the bank. And I realized that, banks aren't really offering much value either. They're not differentiating themselves very well. Like when's the last time you were paid an interest rate, like at, on your savings account that even equivalent
it's unheard of these days.
Yeah, when's the last time that was even equal to inflation, right? And I thought, this is crazy, but there's a way to do this where we can make everyone win, and when they win, we win. And I just kind of jumped out of the bed and I was screaming, if you want to beat the bank, you've got to be the bank. And my husband's looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Like, looking at me like I'm crazy. And I ran to my desk and I started iterating and building this prototype. And here we are today. We raised some capital and we got a really awesome team, wonderful people. And that was the aha moment.
That's a great aha moment, Indy. And what really motivates you to jump out of bed every single day?
God, I think it's really about helping more people. I think, it's hard to be motivated for yourself. Everybody go have a job and it gets boring after a while, just earning a living and kind of going through the motions. And I think what's really powerful for me when I get up and I know that I'm creating something with a group of people who believe in the same vision, that we can actually help more people. And that's fundamentally what drives all of us, I think, on this team, is that we know that this can actually have a real impact on people, because there's so many barriers to entry for people to start their own business or to be their own business. And there's a lot of insecurity surrounding that. So a lot of the tools that are out there are super expensive and very difficult for people to get access to. And we think that, by providing this service, we can be able to help people at all levels of society, whether they've lost their job, whether they've lost their home, whether they're homeless on the street. All they need is a mobile phone and they can actually start to run their business if they have talent, knowledge, or skills. And almost everybody has something that they can offer to the world, So I think that's the biggest motivation. It makes me feel like, it gives you a sense of purpose.
Definitely, when you're serving others, that's really rewarding and it's a great reason to get out of bed every day. Indy, what sets your business apart and what unique need are you filling for your clients?
Well, really unique. We're removing pain points for people who really want to pursue a business and are risk averse or maybe afraid of doing that. We relieve all that pain and say, hey, here this is. Go use it. See what you can do with it. Go out there and make your first million. And I think that differentiates us from almost any business because we're removing all the upfront. And if you can remove obstacles for people, you can create like real impact in the world.
Because all of these processes that you're giving to your clients, Indy, they are obstacles for people and they do stop people from making progress. So it is a really important service that you're offering. Why do you feel your service is especially important in today's modern world?
Well, I see the future where jobs are becoming more and more obsolete. So there's going to be a shift in the workforce. And we know that by 2027, over 52% of the global workforce will be freelance, and that's including gig economy workers, consultants, etc. And with a huge shift like that, we're seeing more and more people working remotely and distributed teams and away from their desks or away from offices. And at the same time, we're seeing a decline in businesses employing people. They're rather, employing people for short term or for, 0-hour contracts and things like that. And really, people just need to be able to take up, their boots and get on with it and become the entrepreneurs and become full of their purpose. And this really is going to help people center into what they're great at and probably enjoy work more rather than being more dependent. And if we can create a portion of the economy where people have access to these jobs and can earn their living and do better than they were doing, working for the man, then we've accomplished something for the future.
And I'm guessing the pandemic has really catapulted this as well, because more people are working remotely and people are moving to entrepreneurship and setting up their own businesses because people are now seeing the power of it, aren't they, Indiana?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely the pandemic has accelerated it. And also technology has accelerated it. We are in a situation now where we can operate, we can function just with our mobile phones and now 5G rolling out and really strong, bandwidth and broadband. So instant communication is possible and face-to-face communication is also possible. And I think also, people are more risk averse going forward during this pandemic. We're watching, the world kind of melt down every once in a while. There are, several strains, and people are going to be a little bit more risk averse and try to stay healthy. So this application should actually help them accelerate their business without being shut down, basically.
Can you share a few more detail of the kind of services and products you offer?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, if you think about this as a way to sell your products and services online seamlessly, you can go on, draw in a crowd of people, either that or that you bring to the application, or the people that you search who are interested in the services that you offer. And then in real time, you can take on jobs and work with people and then communicate them and keep that thread open. So if you think about applications like Clubhouse, where people are sharing knowledge, or maybe Twitter Spaces, for example, where people are talking to each other and sharing knowledge, we're allowing people to actually take an instant payment or book a client. We have a whole calendar feature, automated invoices. People can book or buy real goods from you. You just stick a button up in that room and you can push through, and people can actually order goods from you as well. You can ship them, and then we deliver that money straight into your Wedo bank account, and you can deploy that money and exchange it into other currencies, hold currencies if you are taking money from in different currencies across the globe, and you can do that 24/7 all day long. And so it's really just a way to streamline your business, so you're not pushing pencils, you're working, and your time is valuable. And, we make it so it integrates easily with your life if you're on the go. And yeah, that's what we offer.
Now, Indy, I know you have all sorts of client success stories. Can you just share one that stands out to you?
Well, one was a person who was recently homeless, who's come on the application, has been able to, communicate and begin selling, and making enough to, pay rent in their apartment. So it really doesn't matter what, where you are in your life. You could be extremely successful and use this application to draw in your people, or you could, just be starting out, or you could have just suffered a loss because of COVID and lost your job or your home and be out on the street and still be able to share your talent, knowledge, and skills and find those people. So, I think anybody who takes on their future and uses this application will be a success story.
I really like that example because you could have easily have picked a big success story of someone who's already successful. But the fact that you have supported someone that was homeless, they probably really needed some hope for the future, and they've come on your platform and made a success of it. I really like that, Indy, that it's open to every level. I think that's a really great testament to the great work that you are doing. How do clients typically hear about you, and are there certain life moments that usually lead to them seeking you out?
Well, I think some of it's through like App Store search and Google search, and just finding us that way. We're in our early days, so our major launch is in March. But we have been bringing on people who want to serve their clients and let them test out the app and earn a living with it so far. And but for us, if we can help these people who have perhaps lost their job, or who are bankless, or who don't have anywhere else to turn, because there's not a lot of employment going on just now. If we can help those people, that's something that's really significant, because if we there's a big gap, a big disparity gap in society right now, and there's an awful lot of people falling through the cracks in society. And, not necessarily as much in the UK or in Europe where you have social umbrellas, but certainly in the United States and India and, in Africa and South America, where you don't have a very decent social umbrella to, where society helps to look after the people who need the help the most. So creating tools that people can access and removing those barriers is really what Wedo is all about. We're giving people the power of do, and we do. And that's what we stand for, really.
I absolutely love the work that you're doing, Indiana, and I look forward to seeing more of your journey and success. Is there anything we did not cover that you would like to share?
Well, we'd love to get more people signing up to the wait list and joining us, and supporting this mission that we're on. So if they could go to getwedo.today, that's GETWEDO.today, and sign up. We're looking for you. Come say hi.
Could you just share that detail with us once more so our audience know how to get in touch?
Yeah, so it's getwedo.today, GETWEDO.today.
Getwedo.today.
Absolutely.
Indy, I have really enjoyed having a conversation with you. Thank you so much for coming on to the Brilliance Business Show.
Thank you for having me, Mark. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure's been all mine. You have been listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.